So, making any important decision in life can be very difficult, and choosing to discern a particular vocation is not any different, but it does have its own complexity and challenges. Why is that? Let's talk. Before we begin, if you haven't watched it, I want you to go to the video on the first step of discernment. The link will be in the description box below. There I bring up the reality that to begin real discernment, you have to take full responsibility for your choices and their consequences. You cannot rely on surveys or talks or signs to make the decision for you. Those decisions are for you and you alone to make. And you have to be willing to accept that reality. If you are, let's move forward. So after reading an excellent book called Interior Freedom by Father Jacque Phillipe, I want to have a conversation about a serious factor at play in the complexity of deciding on a vocation. And it's this: making a lifelong singular commitment goes against the very fabric of freedom upon which society has so desperately based personal reality. There's a sense of complete fluidity in one's life. We have the choice to make our life and our identity into whatever we wish without consequence or without permanence. We rebel against the truth of reality as a first reaction to the difficulty in making sacrificial choices. This rebellion is the source of despair, of violence, and resentment in our lives. If we embrace this position, it only imprisons our heart within our own selfishness and in our fears. If we're unable to break away from this crushing paradigm, making choices in life will always trap you as a victim. And the paradox is that this perceived freedom becomes our slavery. But Christian life and vocation are anything but this. Your quest for a vocation dissents against this violent liberty, because at our core we desperately desire stability, truth, and love. The Christian life, the Christian vocation, is a radical, identity-changing life. It asks you, demands of you, to offer your freedom for the sake of God and for others, not to grasp it. Without that commitment of obedient love, our lives end up faltering and become empty. But the Christian paradox, unlike the world's, is that obedience does in fact free us. That is the complexity of Christian vocation: freely choosing obedience, to freely offer back our freedom to God as a gift. That is what it asks of you. That is why it is so difficult. But that sacrifice is worth it. Ask those you know who have made these sacrifices for the sake of others if it has been worth it. I think you'll be surprised by the answer. So I encourage you, take courage, make a choice, because God loves you. If you like what I've been offering in these videos so far, I would like to ask you, please like and subscribe, share these videos so you can stay updated with new content each week. If there's a vocation discernment topic that's important to you, share that with me and I will work at addressing it. Also, check the description box for a link to free resources to help you on this journey. God bless.